I like that. And then, so like you get this initial shot, like, all right, here's my safety.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trap it. And now, what's the next level? Like,
Of the
know.
How about if can the 1 slide behind the 5? I don't think so.
it might catch the 6. But this is like, even for me, like watching this video right here. This is like a huge book.
Yeah.
Where you don't just watch it once. This is something that you just progressively keep going back to.
Everything these guys do is next level.
And so we'll see what he does here. He's going to bank the 1 and play safe behind. Oh. Yeah, see what he did there.
You see, that's 2 shots that he done shot. He's
nice.
Understanding now. He's like, you know what?
Right.
I see you, Boosty, and I raise you.
Right. Now imagine having ball in hand on this.
Oh,
you know what I
game
mean?
over.
Oh, he's got a 1 railer. Now, he'd love to get out of this where I'm almost going to maybe kick this with some pace if you can't thin it and get the safe behind. Ooh.
Well,
it's a great shot.
I seen you hit this one. I know this one.
It's going to trap a roo.
Yeah, trap a rooski right on the back of the 5.
Okay. Now, ideally, again, if you can keep the 1 ball away from the cushions, then you're better off because it's tougher to kick that ball when it's in space.
Oh, yeah.
And look, he's going to... the 1's going to end up near the rail, which, again, is going to make it a little bit bigger
A bigger ball, right.
But,
because you can hit it coming in, coming out, or you can hit the ball.
Yep.
But, I like the thought process where these guys are at right now.
Yeah. All right, this is a race to 7 points again. So right now, Francisco Bustamante is on 5, so Shane will need...
Nice hit.
Oh, great shot.
Nice hit.
He's going to need 2 more successful safeties to take it down, and SVB is at 4, which he's got 3 more strikes before he's out.
Yeah. Now, seeing the level of detail Shane is putting into this, I know he has those blockers by that 4 and that 6, maybe a little draw shot, bank the 1 down by the 8, and try to get up under those balls where he's looking at right now.
Right.
That's a level of control I don't have. Or he could do the ball running. He can try to thin it and come back. Like put the 1 by the 8 and hope you get the cue ball up under
behind
something.
those. Yeah, see, it's just so the lines are so small. Is he gonna pocket this and try to trap the cue ball behind some of the object ball?
That would be fantastic.
He trapped it behind the 8 ball. That's a beautiful shot right there. How about that?
If he caught a little more roll, he'd have been perfect.
So now, typically, like, as far as if you had a jump cue, this is an easy
That's
shot.
nothing.
You just jump right over it.
This is a hanger.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
So he's kicking 1 rail.
And he's kicking towards the traffic.
There's a lot of good things that can happen. This is like a soft speed, enough to make the 1 catch the rail, and he is gonna leave he's gonna leave an edge.
Right.
He's gonna leave an edge.
I think by the time we're done, there will be no more edges.
Right. So he's elevating slightly.
He got out of that inning, but he's not
got
gonna
out
like
of that.
this.
So what we, again, there are no jump shots, so you cannot elevate, you cannot jump over balls. So if that happens, of course, the player will be warned if that happens.
Absolutely. I think right now, it's the simplest shot actually is thin the edge of the 1, put you between the 6-4.
Yep, and try to keep
the ball there.
See, they're going to take advantage of that move right there.
That was nasty.
Pocketing the ball,
See, he got it to where I said, but he just did it the better way.
Yep. Now this, there's a potential scratch here. That 1 ball scratching in the corner, you can go off the 3, you can just scratch directly into the corner. This is the shot that you do have to be a little careful where the cue ball goes. All right, so he's made good contact.
Right.
And as far as he's left a lot of distance, right? So the safety is going to be a little bit more difficult for Francisco here.
I don't know. I think as we keep going, I think that pocketing that ball and playing the safety is going to come into effect a lot.
Right here.
Yeah,
Same
right.
thing. But from here, you're probably giving up ball. You're going to give up an easy kick, right? I guess it is. It's almost like a 2-stage kind of deal. That's a beautiful shot. Oh,
man.
Look at the speed control.
Now, okay, yeah. So what was, if we have 2 things, direction and speed, that was purely a speed shot, right?
Yeah, he might have used a little bit of left to slow it down off the cushion or change the direction a little bit. But yeah, as far as it was more contact and speed control.
Absolutely. Yeah. I know a lot of people in the pool world will be very happy there's no jump cues and no jumping in this.
Right. Now, again, what this is used for is it's used for you to see and like create new ideas and add to your repertoire, tighter safeties.
Exactly.
And then also you can just keep rewinding. You go back and
Right.
forth, and you can take a look at how do these guys actually execute it. What's the cue ball doing?
Yeah.
You know?
Are you coming to the other rail and get behind
Yeah,
it too, or
he's
you
gonna
just
snug
are
it.
you just gonna get behind it?
Oh, that is tough right here. Now, he would have liked to not leave any rails, right? Like if he
Right.
would have slowed the cue ball down a bit, Shane couldn't have kicked the long rail up here, right? So I think he slipped out a little.
If I had to gauge this and I'm Shane Van Boening, I know Shane can make this kick. But if it's like do or die, I don't know if I'm kicking this ball because he's going to be in the same position.
like trying to push them
I think I
balls?
might. Yeah, I think I might hit the 2, get the 1 out of there, put it open, and force him to play another safety.
And that's something, as you play the game, you have to just, you got to experiment with those things. How does it work? Who am I playing? You have to play the opponent,
you see
too.
What I'm saying? Exactly. I'm going to
You
give
gotta play to
myself
their
the
strengths.
best chance because I know it's like one pocket when somebody traps you, the ball's in the hole, and they get ball in hand, and you just play tic-tac-toe on
they
it, and you
just
don't
wear
move
you
it,
out. Yeah.
and they just going to knit a sweater, and you're going to be there all day.
Yep. And he's going to do the same thing again.
Of course he is.
He's going to come off the edge of that 3, so pushed it
stop
over
it.
just a little bit. Now he's got that one rail kick again, but again, that is not an easy shot. It's like a half ball.
Yeah, Bo, this is tough. And see, Bustamante said, well, you missed it before.
Yeah, let's see you do it again. He's trying to find that intersect, like that halfway point between
Right.
the balls. Now, they're not quite on the same level as
Right.
each other as far as they're not both froze to the
Yeah,
cushion,
right.
but that's a good starting point,
Yeah.
right? And then you can gauge from there.
I think Shane should hit this ball.
Yeah. This is like, so he's got that cube, the one ball is close to the deuce where it's
Right.
like, you don't have a full ball.
Right.
You
He's
got
that edge.
I mean, you don't just have half, but you just have only one side of the one to hit.
And he has to interpolate this hit. And that
And
looks
that's
good.
going to be
That's
right
the
in the
money.
face. And that's what the pros
Oh.
do is they adjust,
Stop it.
right?
Yeah.
You make a mistake,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
make the same mistake
No,
again.
no. You're going to get punished. You're definitely going to get punished.
If they say you come to the pool room, or you come to a tournament, and you tell someone that's my weakest shot, I'm not good at that. Well, the next time I see you at the tournament, you better make that your best.
Yeah. Or else you're going to be there all day.
Right. Or you'll just get the same results that you've been getting. And don't complain about it if you're getting the same results.
That's not.
I can only complain. Ooh,
Oh,
use the 9 to trap the cue ball back there.
that would have been a highlight reel right there.
So now we can see we see how big the ball gets when it's close to the rail
Yeah.
and near the pocket. Now you
Yeah.
have you've got the ball is like 3 balls wide here coming in there.
Yeah.
But he has to worry about how can he get some separation and get the cue ball probably back up table or trap it down there behind. So he went thin. He tried to hit that ball first. Cut it across. Ooh.
He almost got rewarded there.
Now Boosty has that shot that you've been. Well, he has the same shot that he shot before.
Right.
If he can catch the right edge of the 1 ball, bank it up table towards the 9, between the 9-5, and play his cue ball nice and soft across behind the 8, which is such a, your speed has
It's
to be
tough.
perfect.
Yeah. But these guys are used to executing. And if the one didn't go up table, he'd be looking. Yeah, see?
That's the other
See?
shot, right? It's 2
See?
rails.
Yeah, I
the
said it
reason I don't know. I mean, it worked out really well.
Right.
Right?
That's
But
not
let's
what
say
he's playing.
let's say it goes 2 rails and just traps behind the. It's an easy 1 railer.
Exactly.
But it's like what I'm starting to see is that even though you don't give him you just give him an easy kick.
He still has to execute.
Right, he has to execute, and then you can sort of build up to that better safety.
Absolutely.
Right, so every shot is important here.
If you're always kicking 1 rail in the air, trying to hit a ball, you've seen, Shane just missed one, and then he made the next one, but he only needs 1, and there it is.
Those
see what I'm
1
saying?
railers, like you don't. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how fast it can happen. Is like we're talking 1 rail kick shots now. Of course, Shane is not just kicking those balls to just make contact.
No.
He's kicking with a speed to get safety.
Okay, so now if you're thinking about playing safe off the break, you can forget that because 3 balls have to hit a rail.
Yep. It is a race to 7 points, and the 7 points will be the person who takes home no victories.
Exactly. This is a winner take all for 2,500.
2,500. We got the referee Mike Pruitt in the house, and
Right.
this is Shane Van Boening, and Francisco Bustamante. See the speed that he's hitting those at? It's enough to get. That's how I would actually increase your pace a little bit. Then you got to, well, if he catches that ball thinner, that cue ball could trap behind the 4 and the 9.
Let's see if we. Now, I noticed something. Those balls aren't spread out. They broke. It's like almost bank pool break a little bit, where they don't spread the balls out so you can't bank everything. They see the value and have clusters and putting balls together.
And you may find, like, let's say you're playing a player that has that's more effective on them little tight nitty safety little tight.
I'm gonna break the
balls open,
yeah,
and then force him to come with some long distance, like if
exactly. And now we're seeing the effectiveness of a ball in your way with a one rail kick. Look at how he has a little bit of that one ball to hit.
And what I'm seeing just from the last game too is like you have this object ball close to the cushion with another object ball close to it, and just it limits the options.
You know who I want to see next in this game? I like to see Corey Doyle and Oscar.
Ooh, that's a solid one. Yeah,
right? Because Corey is Captain Creative, and Oscar, man, he puts you in jail. Yeah,
he has the knowledge and they both have the knowledge and the execution.
It'll be a good game.
And he just hasn't figured this. Haven't figured the kicks out. These one railers.
You gonna say Shane Van Boening ain't figured out the kicks?
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, man.
That's one railers,
man. That's Shane. He
knows.
That's
4 one railers. I mean, I know they're not full ball, right?
So do you think it's partly because of the game too?
Yeah, it's like he's not thinking 9 ball. He's not thinking like where are the balls positioned. If you add all that extra stuff in, I think it actually helps you execute the shots.
Right.
Whereas if you're just playing a safety game, maybe you don't quite connect until you get used to it.
Right.
But we started seeing it last game where they started getting used to it.
Yeah, very creative.
I'll tell you this though. Let's say the amount of safeties that these guys have hit so far is probably the same amount of safeties that the average pool player hits in about a week.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So that shows you the difference of how fast you can practice your safeties by playing this game.
No, I ain't gonna practice no safeties, bro. That's silliness. Well, right-hander style, you're stuck under the 8 ball, and that one ball just banks out towards the
like
6-4. Because I have some blockers built in, and I can control the speed.
Look at the behind the back Bustamante style here.
Come on, man.
And he's gonna try to trap him up. Now this is nice. See how he's leaving these.
I was gonna say that.
One railer.
I was gonna say that. You know what? The way he looks at the table is, of course, on a championship level. And where I'm thinking, oh, you're sitting here. He's out there. He's like, you know what? I know I can do this. I'm gonna control the cue ball. I know where the one ball is going, and you're gonna be kicking. And that's like what you said. Maybe you said, oh, Shane, you're not hitting these one railers. Let me leave you 25 of them in a row.
Right. I don't know. I mean, short on that one, short on the last 2 as far as one rail kicks.
Right. So I'm gonna go to the diamond theory. It's a diamond. It kicks weird. It bangs shorts. Like this and that.
He's
blah
been playing
blah
on
blah.
diamond since he was 2 years old. Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, and that's one thing that you have to do in this game. The nice part about maybe switching, you can do this on a bar table. You can do this on a 8-footer. You can do this on this cloth, that cloth, this table, and they're all going to play different, and you have to adjust as fast as possible.
Now, he finally shot my shot. I didn't get to tell you. I was going to slide off that ball and put you right under the 8 ball.
This is a 3-railer. Like a billiard guy, he's worried about whether he's going to hit the left side or the right side of the ball. He ain't worried about missing this shot.
Right.
He's going to if he wants to hit it in the face, he might miss it by 2 He might miss it by like a half a ball.
Absolutely.
But like with kicking, for myself, it's like there's no substitute for kicking a lot of balls.
Yeah, you get the feel.
You know what I mean?
You get the feel, yes.
You start seeing things that you just did. You know what I mean? You can get the basics. Remember how you asked me, like, as far as safeties, okay, distance, close to the object ball, keep the cue ball close to the rail, keep the object ball far from the cushion. Beautiful shot by Shane.
A hit.
And he's not going to catch a rail. No rail, ball in hand.
Wow.
So a good hit.
Call,
he just needed more pace.
See, I'm so engrossed in the thing. I'm like, good hit, Shane. He's like, no, not a good hit. Foul.
So what you'll find is like when you play a game like this, when you play kick safe, what'll happen is you'll just start seeing things on another. There's just a whole nother level. Don't be ignorant and think that when someone plays a safe on you, that you can, it's very difficult. Or when someone kicks, that it ends up tough for you every time. They're doing it on purpose.
Right. I know a story that my friend told me one time. He said this guy just kept, every time he kicked the ball, he ended up safe. And he's like, how lucky is this guy? And then he realized that guy was doing it on purpose.
Oh, man. And you just can't. Don't ever think that something ain't happening on purpose.
You see, Bo, now if he's behind the 8 again, I'm looking at, balls towards the corners are good trap zones, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He has his choice, right? He can thin off the 1, put him under the 8. He could put the 1 up towards the 8 and the cue ball on the other side. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things.
Very similar shot to what he did last time.
Yes.
Keep the cue ball back down by the 8 ball.
And you know what? He just taught me that by me
Check
watching
this
him
shot.
No.
He's going to bank the 1, 2 cushions back down by the stripe. Is that what he's doing? Oh, he's shooting it in.
Oh, block.
I got a better shot.
Okay.
You instead of fouling the cue ball into that corner,
Right.
I'm going to shoot a stun shot, play the cue ball back down by the 8.
Nice.
I'm going to bank the other ball like that, right?
Yeah.
That would have been
That'd been a good one. Now this is a one pocket shot here.
is a
Catch
good
the
way
top
to-
of the 1, put him on the 5 ball.
a good way to give
There you go.
yourself
Catch
stuck
the
behind
1.
the 3.
That's the 5 ball.
Oh, the 5 ball. Yeah. So
Oh,
there it is.
now the
Boosty
reason
didn't quite think that
No.
one out.
no, because he figured Shane was missing those little 1 rails.
Right.
You gotta
Maybe getting
prove.
a little lackadaisical. And I think just like we seen last time, you get ball in hand once, boom, you can fire off like 3-4 safeties in a row.
Exactly. Especially with those, I'm gonna call it now, with those balls in the hook zone.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. Yep.
That's danger down there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Death Valley leaving those balls by the side. Look at this kick by Boosty.
And he hit it almost perfect.
'Cause
Like
he
a
would've-
little more cut,
yeah.
it would have banked up
He'd
table.
have ginned him behind the 2 ball. So my simple knowledge, thin the 1 off. Well, if he tries to thin the 1 off the edge of the 3, it's gonna come out.
Yeah, he'd like to. If he could shoot it thin enough off the 3, even if it double kisses, he just wants to get the 3 going towards the 5. But I don't know if it's doable from this angle.
So off the 1 behind the 9, what's Shane
I think he's
doing?
going to do your shot where he just comes and tries
Yeah.
to just snuggle the cue ball up on the 3. They'll double kiss a little bit, but he came
went
back
behind the 9.
up.
Yeah, behind the 9.
And that, if he would have got high on that, like up
Yeah.
on the 9, it would have been tough.
Yeah.
But that shows you, like, when there's not an obvious safety, there's still a detailed safety.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to find it. This is a kick safe. This is a standard. Stick it right
Kick
there.
and stick, right?
Kick and stick. Oh, he went under the ball.
stop it.
Beautiful.
Come on, man.
Oh, thank
All
you.
right, come on, man. Come on. Now, did he
Add that to my repertoire.
Now, come on, man. I'm the average guy. He got lucky there, right?
Beautiful.
Did he get lucky?
No, there was
Okay.
no luck involved there. He knows. So, and again, the more you kick these balls, like you kick stuff like that. I didn't see that, right? We
Right.
didn't even see that.
Right.
But he knows that if I hit it like this, there's a big chance. There's multiple ways for this to
I
end
think
up well.
it applies to your skill set too, what you bring to the table, and the knowledge that obviously Francisco Bustamante has.
Oh, that was sweet. Oh, that was sweet. Oh, that was nasty.
Mr.
That's how
Runnigan.
you hit that. It's a 2-railer,
That
thin
was-
off the backside.
You
Oh,
see,
that
I'm
was
telling you,
sweet.
the Shane train has arrived.
Yeah, that
That
was nice.
Beautiful.
Now this is it's close, but it's not quite. Like there's a certain way in billiards where, let's say you kick this 1 rail but don't hit it, you could actually go by it and catch it on the next 2 rails.
Yeah, catch it right.
This isn't the
Just
ideal
like that.
angle, but I'm
looking for the biggest
There it
trap
is.
zone, hook zone.
and I like.
He needs to score
going-
here.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, and he needs to get that 1 down table here. Somehow
Right.
get that into the mix.
So
Hook
how
zone.
about is there a? I'm trying to look for like one of those 3 rail patterns. Yeah, he's just gonna thin off the 1 and put it. But I think your shot. Okay, I got it. Ernesto would say, bank the 1 to the long rail towards the 6-3. The 1 might get hooked under the 3 or the 6, and the cue ball goes up towards the 8 and gets in that hook zone right where he's standing.
Right,
but control both of them.
Yeah,
Cut
you
the
need
ones
'em.
right. Cut the 1 towards the rail. Use the tangent line to get you up behind the 8, and the 1 ball banks off that rail, sticks in there by that 6-3.
Yep.
You got a bunch of blockers, and he can score from there.
Yeah, I'm thinking like watching this from here. It's actually nice to watch it from above.
Oh man, Bo Runnigan, I got a shot. Shoot the 1. He's gonna do it.
Oh, and
Shoot
he's
the
gonna
1 in
trap
the
him
hole.
right there.
Yes, and put him
Beautiful,
right
yeah.
there behind the 5. You see now? You see what happened right there?
That got really tough.
You see what just happened right there?
Now you've been introduced to kick safe.
We went through a bunch of progressions.
Yep.
And then that shot popped out. That was the best option of all.
And this is going to keep coming up. If he don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll keep coming up if he doesn't.
That was beautiful.
That was a smart move.
Yes,
and that's
it
a
was.
strategy.
Yeah.
That's part of the strategy.
And you know what, Bo? How difficult was that safe from 1 to 10?
Easy.
All right.
Like a hanger. And the kick is oh man. And that's only done. Now you can use this is my opinion on this, but you can use your systems, right? And you can
I agree.
Diamond to diamond and all that
agree.
kind of stuff, but to kick that ball, you need the feel aspect. Now, I'm not going to say kick systems are awesome. They're great.
They give
if you can add
a starting point and a place to go when you're nervous.
Absolutely.
Right?
And there's so many factors, right? If you're nervous, like you say, if you got 20, I don't know, there's speed, there's spin, there's elevation, there's angle of the hit, all these things. If you can give yourself a starting point and then feel the rest, you got to feel that.
Yeah, I think, truthfully, I kick balls pretty good and bank balls pretty good. But after, when I first met you and I had that lesson and you said, don't do that no more. Don't. He said, you don't see Efren doing it. You don't see this guy doing it. He said they get up because they hit 15 million balls.
Yep.
You get to know where those balls lie.
Yep. And those are your options. It's like you either go in there and do it over and over and over again.
Put that work in.
You get some instructional material. You get this.
Yeah.
You get a book. You get some kicking systems, and you go that route.
Listen.
And if you want to be Efren, you have it all.
Pool players are stingy, but I'm going to cut this one in the side and float the cue ball down there by the 6 and put you in Transylvania
He's
jail.
going to do the same. Now, this kick's easier, right? Because he's got a one railer at it. Now, not an easy one. See how where he put the cue ball so that he couldn't catch the...
Exactly.
He was trying to block that one railer on the left side of the
proved us wrong last time. He might do it again. He's going to come from the top with a little bit of juice.
He's spinning on the left. Oh, beautiful.
From the top with a little bit of juice.
See, now, even like that shot playing 9-ball, that's a great shot.
Absolutely.
You don't leave a pocket.
Well, shoot the one towards the corner, put the one
2 rails behind those balls,
and just float that cue ball down.
That would be tough. Let's say he can freeze. Well,
see,
it's going to be a little tough to freeze. So now you just have to think, where's that cue ball got to be so that I don't leave him an easy one rail safety back.
Well, if you put him in the trap, it's going to be tough. He can float right down there by that 3 and just catch the 6, the green ball in the face, and it'll be problems, Bo. Just like that, money.
Oh, he caught the ball. So now he's going to leave. Well, he's got a shot. Now, there's going to be some situations where instead of playing off the edge of the ball, you're going to kick it instead, even though you can hit it in the face.
Right. I think Shane's going to be, well, he can't kick the one thin enough to get behind the 8. They're both going to be in the same quadrant. He needs to get rid of something here.
Yeah, so now you have to be aware that if you shoot a certain shot, even though he's hooked, it may turn out worse for you.
Yeah. See, that's my shot.
Yeah, see, now this is where it might get worse for you because he's going to kick that ball right between that 8 and the cue ball's going to slide right up on the 6 ball.
Typical one pocket, a nice little 2-rail kick. The cue ball comes up towards that 6 ball, and it's jail time.
He wants to try to avoid
right
leaving
up
any
towards
one
the
railers,
6.
and there
right
it
up
is.
Towards the 6. Shout out Scott Frost.
Yep, there we go.
Little power one pocket kick
That's
there.
a beauty.
Yeah.
All right, so he's got a bridge through there. Look at that level cue bridging through the 6.
Come on, man. Oh
man, and that's how it's done.
Hey, Bo, you know what? Boosty, he comes to he's not phased.
No,
because that was difficult right there.
That was not. And
that was
an
difficult.
Easy stroke.
And I thought Shane was going to score. I thought that was 2 points right there. Right?
Yep. And you got to hit it hard enough to make sure you make contact to a rail.
Absolutely.
Afterwards too.
Absolutely.
I think part of it is like in this game too. You don't only have to deal. You have to deal with like. You put a guy in a bad spot, and in your head, you might turn on that switch and say, "You know what? I got ball. I'm putting a point down on this, right?"
I got a point,
and then boom, he kicks it, deflate. That's what happens to you. You get just like in one pocket, you trap the guy, trap the guy, and all of a sudden he gets out of it, and you're just deflated because you feel like you deserve something.
Now this one, I'm a little stumped here. This is tough.
This is tough. Yeah.
How about this? Is this a pocket the ball and try to? I don't know if you even can get under there.
He looks like he's almost thinking to play the one ball towards the corner and play the cue ball back down behind the 5, down table. He's actually going to do what you said. Yeah, play it off the right edge of the 1. Play the cue ball down table. Ooh,
Shane.
Like it. So now this is one of those where it's like, all right, you left him a 1 rail kick, but it could build up to something better
because he's kicking the 1
future.
towards the hook zone, you know. And if he kicks those balls over there, then Shane might have a prime opportunity to just have an easy hook for him.
Right. If he kicks it. So now what you could consider is like, let's kick that. You kick that short rail towards the hook zone. If you don't hook him, you're going to get hooked back. You could kick the other way and just separate the balls and the chance
like
of him hooking you.
concede, like, okay, I know you're going to hook me next shot, so I'm going to put some distance between these balls.
Right. He might have done that. You know, he kicked it pretty hard, like where I'm not going to just let that thing sit over there and let you trap me up.
Look at Shane's going to put him behind that 4 ball.
Yep.
He's going to pocket the 1 and just put him behind the 4. Reminiscent of the 2 other shots he shot.
And we'll start to see after just even this little bit that there's going to be a certain number of common shots that come up. Right. And if you want to become a good safety player, then those are the ones you have to sit and practice.
But you know what, Bo Runnigan, the key word to what you said is practice. You have to practice them. You know, there is no magic system that's going to make you an A player.
Right.
But there is a magic system. You know what it's called?
Practice.
Exactly.
Get up and put the work in.
Purposeful
practice, yes.
Look at that.
Oh, that's
How
about as
clean
square
did he hit
as
that?
you can hit that.
Oh, man. There was been a couple of times Bustamante hit the ball so square, if the ball passes, the other guy's in jail. But I guess that's part of the game. Hey, Mr. Runnigan, how about,
Is he going to try the same thing as to try to roll the cue ball down there behind the 5, pocket the, he did. So use the tangent line down. Now that shot might look really, really difficult at the beginning, but once you get used to that stun shot and being able to stun the cue ball down the tangent.
So for people like me, just explain the tangent line real quick.
So the tangent line is 90 degrees to the ball pocketing line or the line that you're shooting the object ball in. So let's say with the safeties, you're not actually pocketing the ball. So let's look at it this way. It will be the ghost ball and the object ball will make a line, straight line. 90 degrees through the ghost ball on that line will be your tangent, either left or right, wherever you want to go. To get there, you need to stun the cue ball or have it sliding at contact.
Right. You see, Shane's looking at,
this is so close to being really bad for somebody. You know what I mean?
You thin this really good with that drive-through spin, so when it comes to the rail, it spins back, and you're going to be hooked.
Oh, boy. This might be the beginning of something really bad.
Did you? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because now he's got him trapped. He's got him in front of the 4, in front of this, in front of that, and he's got 6 balls up table. It's a hooker's delight right here.
Yep. And if he can get that, now the 1 ball's down there with him. If he can just keep it trapped down there, it's like safety. Safety.
Right.
Boosty has to consider what you said, knocking the balls out and try to open.
You know what?
Because
you have to realize when you're in a bad position, and right now, Mr. Bustamante, you're in a bad position.
And it's even worse now, pushing more balls down there.
Guess what?
I'm gonna throw it out there and say that Shane's gonna get another 2 extra after this.
2 points.
Yep.
So are you looking to shoot the 1 to the 2 to go under the 2, or shoot the 1 to the 9, go under the 2, shoot the 1 and roll the cue ball to the 3
I like
ball?
shooting into the 2 and doing what you just said. Roll the cue ball to the 3, because the only thing you're trying to avoid is that 1 rail kick, long rail. If you can put if the 1 was where the 8 is right now, and the cue ball was on the 3, donezo.
Absolutely.
But trying to get it to where that 8 is the key. And he is going to get it right up on top to 6. This is jail city. And now imagine what's coming back after this.
Well, for the first time, I think Bustamante might take an intentional.
This is the time to do it. You got like what?
Yeah,
half a ball in 2 directions.
We just called it. You know what the next level is? No intentionals.
Oh, right.
Right?
Yep. No.
If I hook you,
foul.
There's no intentional.
Right,
you can't take a foul. You have to kick.
Now, if you want to it's like a ring game. If you come in with some speed, so you can get some separation on these balls, because you do not want that thing sitting down there. And that's exactly. He caught the seat. He didn't quite get it, but that was a beautiful try.
Well, Mike Pruitt is there. He made the call.
Yep.
And it's not these guys' first barbecue here, so he did a little bit of what you said, though. He put some pace on there
right,
so that the balls ain't stuck. But Shane can do the same thing, shoot the one off the 9 and glue him to the back of the deuce.
So it's something to consider here is that he could even shoot it the other way, shoot the one ball at the...
To watch more free videos like this one, we set up a page that is filled with free videos covering every aspect of pool. All the free videos are organized by topic, so learning this great game of pool has never been easier. I put a link in the description that takes you directly to this webpage.